What's up, y'all? This is 10X Generation. This is my road to $1 billion. I'm building a decentralized cloud gaming platform so you can earn passive income by sharing your PC and your games with others through the internet. And it's done, but I gotta redo it because apparently Discord commands isn't super user friendly. So I'm making a web app now. And yeah. So today I got a whole lot done. What I'm doing now is translating my app, my Discord bot, pretty much into an API, an application program interface. So once I make the web app, all I have to do really is just send these web requests, and that will do the backend stuff and do the things. So all the little commands turn those into APIs, and that's been pretty straightforward, honestly, because I think doing this Discord bot, even though it was kind of a waste of time, it kind of wasn't, because like a lot of it is just easily transferable in terms of my knowledge. So I already know how to make APIs. I know how to expose that API to the wider internet. I know how to create VPCs so that I can contain it if I don't want it to be exposed. I know how to interface with the database. I know how to do all this stuff. So it's actually going really smoothly. But I think the greatest challenge is honestly like wrapping my head around exactly what I'm doing. Like I need to make, well, the hardest part, let me just say this, the hardest part is the actual web app design, because I've never made a web app before. I've made mobile apps, but I've never made a web app, and it feels hard to get started with the web app. So I'm just doing the back end stuff right now, which is probably the best way to go anyway. And making the various functions, just keeping it simple and building it up. And that's been really cool. That's been really fun. You can probably see this line on top of my head because I have been working today exclusively in virtual reality using the Vision Pro. And I gotta say that I actually am starting to really like it. Whatever sickness I had is pretty much over, so I've been on it for hours, and I haven't gotten any kind of nausea, any kind of like whatever. And I've actually made a little area for my desk over there where it's nothing but a keyboard and a mouse and like decoration, and then right next to it is the Vision Pro. So I could just put on the Vision Pro and then my screens pop up. And it's a standing desk because that's one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to get this Vision Pro. Of course, I want to make apps on it, and I think it's the future and everything. But really, it's because I don't like having to sit down at my desk all the time to do work. It's unhealthy, and it's just not good. And I think that the spatial computing really can actually invoke a new era of more healthy and more active computing. Like programming, you're forced, like the past of programming, you're forced to sit down and look at a screen. You got to sit down pretty much. It doesn't really invite movement. It really doesn't. But the Vision Pro, you can have screens all over the place, screens on top, so you can actually do, it invokes, it almost encourages movement. I have to move my arm around to, interface with everything. And I think that's really cool. And I can take it wherever I want. Like I have a standing desk here, yeah, but what I really want to do is have a desk outside where I just, again, have my mouse and keyboard, and then I just have the Vision Pro, and then I can just see my screens, and I can be outside and get some sun, and I can even maybe be standing up, just so I'm more, I don't have to be stuck in my room sitting in this chair for hours while I'm programming. I can be up and active, and I think that leads to a better lifestyle. But I would say one of the biggest challenges with that is that I need a mouse, right? But right now the Vision Pro doesn't have mouse support. I don't really get that. So I'm kind of finessing it now by, I have to be still relatively close to my computer, and I just have the mouse, instead of the mouse connected to the Vision Pro and the Vision Pro streaming my PC to it, I just have the mouse connected to my PCs. But whatever protocol the mouse is talking to with my computer isn't that far. I think it's probably Bluetooth. It's not far enough, so that's not cool. Maybe they have web mouses. so that I can get more range. But my keyboard can connect, so it's my keyboard connects to the Vision Pro and then connects to my computer. Actually, no, I don't have it like that. My keyboard, there's like 3 buttons where you can automatically set what input it's actually connected to. So I switch it between my keyboard and my computer, because you would think that when you're typing, whatever you're looking at, that's where the current input goes, but it's not that smooth. So that's pretty interesting. And the last thing I want to share about this Vision Pro thing is, it would be really cool to have like a program where you can like cut out objects that you want to, keep. So like when you go like the AR portion of it, where you can see reality and then the screens and stuff pop up in reality, I don't really like it that much, because it looks like you're looking through a very staticky security camera, and there's a little bit of like tiny latency, and if you move your head too fast, it can make you sick. So I don't really like looking at that, so I don't really use it in AR mode. I use it almost completely in virtual reality. But the way they do their virtual reality, where their entire everything is like immersed, they cut out your hands, right? They cut out your hands so you can still see your hands, which is cool, but it doesn't really make sense, because as soon as I pick up my phone, like it's like I picked up a green object behind a green screen. Like I can't see my phone, so there's no point of like cutting out my hands. It's like, okay, like, or if I look at the keyboard and fully immersed, I can't see the keyboard. Or if I pick up something, it just like, it's weird. It's like I'm picking up an invisible object, so I can't actually really interact with it. So the way I have it is that it's like not fully immersed, it's half and half. So it's like fully immersed here, and then here it's like slowly fades. So I get like a ghostly, like I can kind of see my keyboard, kind of see my water bottle, kind of see my mouse, so I can still, type and then move my mouse and not be knocking stuff over. But I wish I could cut out like my keyboard, or it can like use some sort of like artificial intelligence to tag objects, and I can say anything classified as this, cut it out, or replace it with a 3D model. That's something I was talking with one of my subscribers about. It's like, it would be cool to just be like able to scan an object, first scan it, and then it creates like a 3D model of it, so it saves whatever you want to scan in memory, and then you can like turn it on and off in the fully immersive mode. So you switch into fully immersive mode, and then you can basically bring your water bottle into that fully immersive mode. But because it's replaced with a 3D object, it's not like a weird cutout. It's like its own object, right? That's being tracked with the physical location of the water bottle, for instance. I think that would be really cool, because that kind of switching, or that half and half, is just a little weird. But yeah, I think it's really cool. Like, my setup is really neat, and I think it's going to help me lead a bit more active lifestyle. Like, I didn't really sit down at all today, besides when I was driving. I didn't sit down at all, which is cool. It's probably why my energy is higher too. And I went to the gym, so it's like, and I took a walk. So like, I think that's really awesome. But in terms of the API, that's coming along well. We're making progress. I have a very basic web page. I'm not doing like the elements of the web page. I'm not doing myself. I am using, I think I said this in the previous video, but I'm using a thing called Tailwind, and then this other thing on top of Tailwind, that makes it so that I can very easily create professional looking websites without having to go really deep into the CSS, which I'm not super good at. or really the HTML, because I'm not really that good at it either. So that's really cool. That's really cool and exciting. Um, but is there anything else? Not really. So yeah, that's been my day. It's been a really awesome day. I'm excited for tomorrow, and honestly, that Vision Pro thing is really cool. Thing is really cool. Yeah, it's awesome. I haven't even got around to play with the actual programming in it, making my own environments. I'm just like using the kind of default stuff. So once I get into that, that's gonna be awesome. But I have to get my work done before I start kind of playing. Um, oh, last thing, I wanted to use the Neon controller app in it. It is available, but for whatever reason, I'm not able to connect to my computer, which kind of sucks because my app allows for 4K resolution and like very high, I think 120 frames per second, while Steam Link, it's a little like blurry, not blurry, but like low resolution. So I definitely want to use my app, but it's not working, and I don't really have the time to fix it and figure out why. So I'll just use Steam Link. But yeah, that's really it. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope this was interesting. This is my road to $1 billion, and I'll see you guys tomorrow because I make these videos every single day. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.